Tonight, the next chapter in Ghosted.
A special TMJ4 investigation into a mysterious hit and run.
There's no way a normal person would be able to hit someone, attempt to take a baby from the scene with witnesses. He was never charged with anything at all. That's not even logical.
This mother has spent 4 years fighting for justice. She was hit from behind on the freeway, but the people in the other car fled the scene in a waiting vehicle.
Before they left, multiple witnesses say one of them saw someone try to grab her newborn.
We broke the first part of this investigation last night.
Now, Scripps investigative reporter Dave Biskobing is back to expose the misconduct of the Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputy who handled this crash.
So I was already pulled over when he hit me.
Oh, so like you had pulled over there because
Yeah.
he was speeding up behind you.
Correct.
Smack.
Correct.
When Monica Nash got hit, it was just hours after leaving the hospital after giving birth.
This is your youngest, right? You're almost 4-year-old now. That night, in that incident, when you first got in the crash, were you worried that like maybe you lost your baby?
Definitely. She was premature, so when I left the hospital, I was already like on edge.
It happened January 17th, 2020, on I-94 at night, just west of American Family Field. There were 2 people in the other car, but by the time sheriff's deputies got to the scene, they were gone, abandoning the totaled vehicle. But before fleeing, witnesses said one of them asked for Monica's baby, then got into another car, already waiting for them.
Was it down the road?
Down the road, yep.
The deputy assigned to investigate the hit and run was Sean Bassage. He's still on the force.
So now, Bassage. We've seen his disciplinary file.
Correct.
The sheriff's office and Deputy Bassage declined to be interviewed, but we obtained records laying out his 24 years with MCSO. He's got at least 10 disciplinary actions, including 5 suspensions, and we'll get more into his past throughout this story.
I just still can't believe that.
But first, let's start with Monica and her case. She's a former military police officer and former civilian officer with Milwaukee PD. After her crash, she kept uncovering problems and eventually forced MCSO to open an internal investigation into Bassage.
No, I totally agree.
In fact, you're now listening to Bassage being interviewed by internal investigators.
There's a little sloppiness in here, and yeah,
And sloppiness on whose part?
on my part, yeah.
At the scene, there were at least 3 witnesses who stopped.
Did they get a good look at him? Could they identify him?
Yes, I was able to bring up on my computer the owner of the Infinity, the DOT photo, and the 3 were able to identify as one of the occupants as being the owner.
I mean, did they say anything was strange or weird about either one of the individuals that they believed came from the Infinity at all?
They said that he was quite emotional and was asking for the demand in the child.
That confirms what Monica told us and what we reported in our last story.
He's like really hyper. He runs up to me and he says, "Give me the baby. Give me the baby."
But Bassage wrote none of that in his police report.
Is that normal statements for a crash like that, a personal injury crash involving a baby?
Well, I don't get too many. For what I took out from it is that he was emotional.
Yeah, I spent 7 years as a deputy on the freeway. I mean, statements like that are kind of rather odd, or something I would definitely look into a little bit further.
Yeah, I took it as the guy was probably emotional. And
Let's stop here for a moment and look deeper at Bassage's past. 3 years before Monica's crash, records show Bassage was suspended for showing up drunk at a Walgreens and making racially inflammatory remarks. Witnesses said he confronted black people, repeatedly saying things like, "Why do Black Lives matter? You're going to explain to me. Just fess up for your people. What the do I owe you people?"
How do you feel about the fact that that's the guy that when you're in this vulnerable moment with your baby on the side of the road, that's the deputy you get?
I feel like it should have never happened because he shouldn't have been on the street.
Now, back to the scene. The internal investigators asked Bassage if the people in the other car were there when he arrived.
no.
Did they walk away, run away,
Another
get into a
vehicle?
vehicle over? That they got into another vehicle?
Got into another vehicle.
Okay.
The night of the crash, Bassage claims deputies looked for the car's owner for a few hours, but didn't find him. So far, TMJ4 has not been able to find the suspect. And since he was never charged, and because of the lack of evidence in Bassage's investigation, we're not naming him yet.
Did you ever get a hold of him?
Oh, he called me almost 2 weeks later. Was telling me that he wasn't. The car was at the shop and that he was at work.
Do you think it would have been a good idea to find out what shop and do some kind of follow-up on that to see if that was true?
No, because I had 3 guys,
All right.
and I had 3 people that were telling me that he was at the scene, and
Yeah.
I'm like, he's just
Right.
waste my time.
Again, there were 3 witnesses at the scene, and that includes an off-duty McGuanago police officer. But in Basic's report, he only included the name and contact info for one of the witnesses. There's no name for the off-duty cop, and Basic put down the wrong phone number.
So you never called him to do any kind of follow-up or to get his statement of what happened?
No, that's just they all said the same thing.
But key witness info, not the only thing missing. Video from the stack of nearby traffic cameras is also gone.
And yet somehow the most critical piece of evidence is missing. Standing here now, what do you think that says about all of this?
It's like putting together a puzzle. Like, it's very disheartening.
The state has live feeds for its cameras. Here's footage from that stack. This camera shows the exact angle where the crash happened.
But you put it in your report that you placed that into evidence, and you're telling me here that you did not place that STOC video into evidence?
Yeah, I'm guessing that I must have forgot to download it.
Okay.
Basic said in his interview it was pointed the wrong direction and it didn't show anything.
It doesn't show anything, but it does show him kind of recklessly coming up behind you, and definitely not the crash or anything, this crash scene or anything.
So in short, Basic claims this camera showed a car gaining quickly on Monica's, but not the crash that ended up here.
I have a hard time believing that camera didn't capture this crash.
It absolutely did.
Missing video and missing witness info in his report. It's not the first time he's had problems with paperwork. Records show last year, Basic got suspended because he completed court disposition paperwork incorrectly, causing an occupant to remain in custody an additional 18 days. And before that, in 2007, he was suspended because of a different kind of paper, counterfeit money. Basic was accused of using a fake $100 bill at a bar in Fond du Lac, then hiding from local police.
I've always heard bad stories about law enforcement, but I've never had an incident where someone just completely disregarded their job.
And with her own history in law enforcement, it's why Monica won't let this go.
A lot of other people might not have the courage to keep coming forth or continuing to tell their story.
I'm Dave Biscobing for TMJ4 News.
Now, that deputy was suspended for 5 days for mishandling Monica's case. Despite his failures, the sheriff's office never reopened that case.
And the DA's office declined to prosecute because of that lack of evidence.
Coming up tomorrow, Monica searches for justice.
I was definitely treated like the villain.
And TMJ4 pushes for answers.
They recorded us on body camera.
The final chapter of a special investigation.
The matter is over.
It's not over, though.
Ghosted, Part 3, The Mistreatment, tomorrow at 6.
TMJ4 is able to share this story with you because Monica reached out to us. If you have a story that needs investigating, we want to hear from you.
Go to tmj4.com/tips to submit a story idea. You can also reach out to us on social media or email us at news@tmj4.com.